Start recording.
Okay.
Wait, let me go back to the. Okay, ready? That's not even funny. You're dumb. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Disclaimer. Everything we say is a joke. All right, you ready? One, two, three. No, you don't say it. You do your own. One. Are you ready or not?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, clip. You're way off. No, you do it.
1, 2, 3, clap. I don't get it.
I don't either. Good thing is we don't have to.
Or the follow-ups.
That's the one you said was the cute girl. She's not cute.
She's cute.
She's not cute.
I sent you her picture.
She looks like white trash.
Well, I mean, she lives up in the mountains of Georgia. You should relate.
You think she's cute? You
Have
look
you
at
looked in the
Sam
mirror lately, Mr. White Trash? What are you wearing?
Takes one to know one. Are you still on your webcam mic? You sound warbly again.
I'm on my webcam mic. Oh, I came unplugged.
Natalie, tape it in there or something. Get you some duct tape like real white trash.
Half the things in the house are already duct taped together. If only we could do that to fix our children. I guess you could put it across their mouths.
Hopefully that lined up. You did on my side.
Lane will line it up. Oh, he finished the first episode. He's supposed to send it to us because he wants us to watch like the first minute and see if we like what he did with it.
I don't like it. I don't want to do this anymore.
Why? Because it's turning into work.
No, because I don't want anyone to hear it.
After watching that video, I'm like, that's funny, but no one else is going to see it, right?
Yeah. Semi-funny to me, and I'm in it.
I don't even think it's funny.
You got to center yourself in the microphone. I mean, in the camera.
I'm centered.
Make it go up a little more.
No.
You're chopping off the top of your head.
I'm trying to hide my roots.
It's not working, man. It's weird. If you didn't laugh like this, you might be able to hide it. When you laugh, you're like, oh. Choke on your pill.
I need a hat.
I've never worn hats.
You haven't?
I went through a phase where I tried to wear them like in 8th grade, and I just couldn't get into it.
I went through a phase where I wore them. I had all kinds of hats at one time.
Joy wears them a lot to keep the sun off.
Well, I wear them on the beach and stuff like that, but not as a general rule.
No. I bought one and took it to Thailand. I was like, I'm going to wear it this time. I don't like them.
Why?
I don't know. I don't like stuff on my head.
It gets hot after a while.
Yeah. Well, this one was real thin material. It didn't get hot. feel like an idiot.
Wear a cowboy hat
I feel like a bigger idiot with them.
on the beach and a cowboy hat.
I'm sure I wouldn't be alone.
Oh yeah, we had a thing.
It wasn't about hats.
It was not.
What is free range parenting? You're gonna have to define that before we start talking about free range parenting.
Where you just let your kids run around and do whatever.
I don't know anything about that. That's part of the problem. Parents don't fucking parent their kids.
I mean, it's pretty much the way we were raised.
Yeah, and it was a big problem. Took us a while to get back to normal. You have to parent your fucking children. You have to discipline them. Don't let them run around the restaurant and disturb other people.
No, it's more about letting
on their
them
video games.
like I did with Lane. Let him go to the convenience store alone and stuff like that. Run around the streets in the neighborhood.
You didn't let him go alone. He was with other kids. It's not the same thing as alone.
Yeah.
I mean, letting kids play outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine, as long as you're tracking them and they check in every hour in the hour. Girls and boys are different, though. Girl, you got to be more cautious with.
I mean, a girl that looks like Daisy for sure.
Girl that looks like any young girl.
That's true. Like that one at the bus stop. She's just at the bus stop.
Yeah,
remember in Dallas? Huh?
She was dumpy and ugly looking. They still tried to snatch her.
You couldn't even see what she looked like in the video.
You could get a gist.
You're so dumb. All I saw was a big jacket and a backpack.
I don't think that was the jacket.
Stop it.
They'll steal anyone these days. Back in our day, they had standards.
Oh my God. Someone tried to steal me.
When?
When I was walking to school.
What'd they do?
He asked me for directions.
That's with grandma. That's the only way to interpret it. You're not snatching me, you sick fucker. I'm looking for Gowan Drive.
It was something like that. And I told him where it was. He drove off, but then he came back driving really slow. And he said, I can, but as soon as he drove off, I crossed to the other side of the ditch. So now I had the ditch between me and the road. And I was right next to the trailer park. So I knew who was home in the trailer park. Ready to run to that trailer. Yeah, I know where to run to. I'll run to the other pedophile's trailer. At least I know who he is.
This pedophile's trying to take your shit. This is your territory.
He came back and offered me a ride to school.
Yeah.
When I said no.
Sorry.
No, thank
I was raised not stupid.
No, thank you. My school's right there. And then he drove off real slow. And I crossed into the middle of the field.
You were by yourself walking to school?
Oh, yeah, because I was late.
You were always late. Why are you by yourself?
No one else.
You needed a Sean.
No
Sean would always break into the window of my room and wait. Get up, fucker. We got to go to school.
I remember me and you chasing the bus a few times. Wait. Everyone on the bus yelling at the bus driver, stop. There's Jake and Nat.
It was like, fuck them. They're late every day.
And then going back home and calling Papa. God damn.
I'll be there in a minute. Yeah. We were pretty fucking
Spacey.
no, just head in the clouds.
I mean, doesn't that mean
we'd start playing and shit.
I know. Mom had a billion alarms around the house.
Turn it off. Just play one more minute. 10 minutes later, oh shit! Get the milk and let's get to the school bus.
Why am I carrying a gallon of milk? Where's my lunch?
I don't know. Hide it in the bushes and we'll get it on the way back.
That's what we did.
Like we're gonna remember on the way back.
Did we remember? We must have.
I don't think we remembered.
When Mom would come home, where's all of them? Oh shit. We were drinking it outside and left it. I'll be right back.
It's gone. Someone took our milk.
Like, Grandma, where's that mirror that was hanging right there? What mirror? There was never a mirror there.
I don't know what you mean.
We knew gaslighting at a young age.
We were gaslighting before it was cool.
I don't remember a mirror. Grandma probably wouldn't have even done anything if we'd told her we broke it.
She would have bitched at us.
in Spanish. And Papa would have been behind her going. They were fun.
Yeah.
Oh, what are we talking about? So that's what free range parenting is.
Letting your kids go outside and play.
Yeah.
But you have to teach them about the weirdos. Weirdos are everywhere and they're all trying to get you.
I think we did a good job teaching them.
Well, Linus and Daisy and all her friends were both talking to a 24-year-old at the rock climbing gym.
They didn't know that's a weirdo?
He was a weirdo. He was like 5'8". I went there and he was there and I'm like, who the fuck is that? He had a like mustache.
Porn stash. Gross. And what were they talking to him about?
Rock climbing.
You.
Yeah. I asked Linus if he thought it was weird. He's like, no. It is. I haven't taught you guys shit. You're all stupid.
I mean, of course,
It's like everyone at rock climbing talks to each other. I'm like, I don't see any other adults over here with y'all. Just this one dude. That's
shorter than y'all are.
Yeah, I don't know why that makes a difference in my mind, but it does.
Because if he wasn't a short perv, he'd be with the adults.
Right. There's other groups of people here he could be talking to that aren't kids.
Mm-hmm.
They all thought it was fine, including Linus. Like, where's the fuck off boy? You're no good at this.
What I want to know is if he tried to get them to go somewhere, if they would have gone.
No, I don't think they would have.
I think they would have at least called you first and asked.
They certainly didn't after I got there. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Was he there when you said?
He didn't hear me. I'd introduced myself. I'm Daisy's father. What are you doing? Oh, I'm new. This is my first day here. All right.
Just so you know, I'm around. It's like,
I'm watching your shit, bird.
mhm.
But then Caitlin was there too, and her sister. So I figured her dad was around too.
Mhm.
I'm like, why isn't he saying stuff? He's a rock climbing. He's one of the teachers there.
He's not as paranoid as we are. Just like me, as soon as someone stops and asks me directions, I'm crossing the street away from them.
Over there somewhere. The opposite direction of me.
Go that way. You'll see it. All perched. Run. Here I go.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, maybe we haven't made them paranoid enough.
I think that might be the case.
It was pretty much daily from Grandma talking about weirdos.
It's true.
I remember when Kyle was little and his and Heather was taking a while to get the room door open. He's like, "Hurry up, Heather! The weirdos are gonna come snatch me." He's all looking around. The weirdos are coming.
That's pretty funny.
Calm down, child.
But then we go to PV Park by ourselves.
Yeah, but if someone showed up,
Weirdo haven.
but if someone showed up, what did we do? We left. People are here. I know they're just children our age, but still, they're weird.
Probably weirdos.
Let's leave. Run! The weirdos came.
Same thing when we go to the pool. There's no one here. Get in. Someone shows up. Let's go home. Fucking
weirdos. They ruin all our fun. The weirdos.
I know. The pool here sucks. There's always a million people there. It's a big ass pool, but ew. I want a private pool.
I do remember one time in the trailer park. This one sticks with me for multiple reasons. One is it was an old man because he was gray haired. So one reason it sticks with me is it was cool, and the second I was freaking out the whole time. The kickstand on my bicycle had broken, so it was dragging. So I was just walking it home, and the man saw me and asked me what was going on. And I'm thinking, should I just leave my bike and run? And he was looking around on the ground, and he found like an old straw that was flattened. He's like, wait a minute. And he comes to the bike, and he takes the kickstand and ties it up with the straw. And he's like, sometimes you just have to look around and see what's available to you and think about it and use some ingenuity. And he did that, and I was able to ride the bike home. But the whole time I'm like staying as far from him as I can. So he had my bike, and I'm way over here.
You can have the fucking bike, dude. You're not getting me, you weirdo.
But then he just left, like walked away. I guess he can see. There you go.
I'm gonna lay the bike here on the ground.
I don't even know if I said a word the whole time. I just got the bike and left. But it was pretty cool that he did that.
surprised you were too dumb to do something like that.
He taught me a lesson. I remembered it after that.
When you grew up with Papa, that's all he ever did. Was make shit up on how to do stuff. Talk about duct tape all over that. I've since learned everything we did under that house with the electrical wiring is not the right way to do it. Electrical tape is not the right thing to do.
The power went out again. Hang on, let me grab my tape. Jake, go under the house, find those 2 live wires and tape them
together. Yeah. We learned a lot on how to do shit the wrong way.
I remember that old wooden table. Here's some hammers and nails and a table. Have fun, kids. They're just hammering nails. And
so much fun.
We made like little mazes with, tried to use sticks and rocks to navigate rocks through the nails.
I mean, I remember digging in the dirt with a hammer for hours. It was fun.
I guess I don't even remember having toys over there.
At Grandma's house?
Yeah. And we spent a majority of our time when we were little at her house.
But we ended up chasing each other around with staple guns.
I don't think I was far.
And a lighter with spray paint.
That was you and Justin.
Stupid fucking kids.
Papa did build us that playhouse. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
I remember him and Grandma getting in a fight because he wanted to buy a window AC unit for it and run electricity, and he was going to put windows in it. And Grandma's like, "You fix some shit in this house before you." She was always bitching at him to fix stuff in the house.
Yeah, that camper too. Mm-hmm. We used to sleep out there sometimes in that camper.
We slept in the playhouse too.
Yeah, it's weird.
Grandma went and hung plants at the playhouse.
I guess that was some kind of free range parenting.
Well, we used to go to the clay mounds.
Mm.
I'll never forget when Heather found a condom out there.
Just once?
Well, I think after that we told her not to pick them up
anymore. Put that down. In fact, don't touch anything here. If it's not contaminated, it's rusted.
But you can use this cockpit window to slide down the mounds.
We can climb up on the pile of trash. Isn't this fun? We're climbing. Clay mounds.
That was a lot of fun. We loved the clay. We dug into them like, let's make a fort in the clay.
I mean, it was clay, I believe. Like,
it was clay.
Clay shit out of it.
I did make clay stuff out of it.
You did?
Yeah, I used to dig it up and come home, and I made like little pottery things for Grandma. I made a little dog, and then I made a little ashtray thing.
Yeah.
So what's
interesting?
It was fun.
Mm.
I mean, I think there are some benefits to free range parenting. Kids get to be more creative without adults telling them how to do everything.
Well, now they wouldn't do it anyway. Now they just sit inside and play their fucking video games. It's like, no, you got to go outside. Okay, we'll go outside and play our fucking video game.
That's true. They'd have their phones.
Yeah.
What the hell you're doing? You're at a clay mound full of trash. Look at all the things you
What could be more fun than that? Linus is like, pornography. She unlocked my YouTube.
can. Oh shit! I need to lock it back.
He stayed in the basement for 2 days after you did this.
He did. Oh God.
It's like, I got a new video game. I'm like, sure. You know, there are better sites than YouTube.
Shut up.
Sure.
Do that.
Yeah. Sure, that's what you're doing. Just wash the fucking sock. I think he had a good time out here.
He did. Yeah. He didn't come back pissed off and hating you.
Yeah.
Last time I hate Uncle Jake.
Well, I didn't have anything to make him do, so that helped.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't give a shit anymore. I've pretty much given up on all of them. Fuck them. Don't be little shitty failures if you want to. I don't care.
I think Mom gave up on us when we were like in 3rd grade.
That sounds about right.
Maybe because we'd call Grandma every time she yelled, "Mom's bitching at us again, Grandma. Grandma wants to talk to you, Mom."
That helped. The calendar helped for a little while.
Well, that wasn't high school.
Yeah.
I haven't bitched at you in a long time. Let's look at the calendar and see. Oh, look, it was yesterday.
5 days. You even wrote what it was about.
I know.
My friends are coming over. You have to take that down. No, you have to quit bitching. Nobody taking nothing down.
It was funny. She left it up, too.
I know. I would have taken it down.
I would have bitched about it.
You got a little curly brown curl going on the front of your face.
There was an old girl with a little girl.
Yeah. You're still recording, aren't you?
I hope so.
Didn't your thing keep cutting out last time?
It hasn't cut out yet. It didn't cut out when I had it on my C drive till I actually did run out of space.
Or you ran out of space.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have an external drive where you can load this shit? Get it off your computer?
I do. That's what I did. So now I'm using this C drive again.
So anyway, what are some of the questions?
Oh yeah.
Challenges, legal challenges? I don't know. I don't practice free range parenting.
I mean, I try. My kids don't.
16.
My children don't practice free range parenting.
They don't do free range childrening. Y'all go play. God damn it.
They actually do go outside. Mine will go outside.
Oh, you didn't tell me about Luke's date.
He didn't use the condom.
Did you give him one?
No.
Why not?
They were at Six Flags.
So, they have bathrooms there? Haven't you ever been to Six Flags?
Oh, yeah.
You're like, hey, a 24-year-old. Want to be a weirdo?
I don't think it's weird. I was thinking that, and I have a couple of particular instances in mind when you were talking about it. I'm like, 24? That's not that old when you're 16.
Yeah, but it really is.
Shoot, nowadays they're still like children anyway.
They really are. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we were 16.
We were less like children.
Huh?
We were less like children.
Yeah, I don't feel like we were children at all anymore by that point.
That's when I was going
She's
away.
taking this journalism class now, and it's really interesting. It's kind of weird.
She's interested.
She's very interested.
That would be
She's like
cool.
started reading about politics and stuff, and like I said, well, journalism's one of the more important and noble professions, especially these days.
Maybe we should send what Lane did for the first episode to Daisy and get her feedback on it.
Yeah, that's a good
That
idea.
way you and I don't have to watch it.
That's an even better idea.
But I will watch the first minute. He was like, you only have to watch the first minute to see if you like that.
I don't like it already.
But it has these two weirdos in it. I might like it other than that.
They seem to think they're funny, but they're not. They're always laughing after every sentence.
These two retarded weirdos.
I'm out of coffee.
You are? I'm not. Can't hardly drink.
I'm going to get more coffee. Hold on. Anyway, free range parenting.
Parenting?
Free range childrening.
It's children now.
I don't know what the legal implications are. Apparently, that one lady got arrested, but that's what happens when you live in a trailer park. Get arrested for stupid shit. All the cops can be like, I remember when the girls in the trailer park wouldn't talk to me in high school. I'm going to go arrest them.
What?
What are you doing? Put your phone down.
I'm not looking down, am I?
Yes.
I was.
You don't even know where you're looking?
I'm looking at my computer. My phone's not even here. Put your phone down.
When I look at my computer, I look over here. It's not my thinking. That's the other screen. Which is funny because I'm probably actually pointing the other direction. I'm pointing at the screen, though. Doesn't make any sense. What are the legal challenges? We don't. How do child neglect laws vary?
The legal challenges are you might get arrested, especially if you're poor.
Yeah. If you're poor, it's a problem. It's like everything.
Right.
Life lesson, kids. Don't be poor. Don't grow up poor. Don't get old poor.
Don't go to school for English.
Doesn't matter. Just be rich. You can go to school for whatever you want, but be rich. Makes life much easier. What legal precedents have been set? Why is he asking us things? We're not lawyers. We don't know anything.
You fixed the how do child neglect laws vary. Oh.
I feel like we should have done
some research
before. I don't know anything about law.
Child neglect laws. Do you consider it to be neglectful to let your kids
You run around?
Yeah.
No.
What?
I mean, it depends on what you're talking. If you're just talking about going and playing outside, no, not at all. Run around the restaurant, yes, that's neglectful.
What if the kids are like you were when you were little?
I didn't run around the restaurant.
No, you didn't.
Mm-mm.
But when you were playing outside.
I mean, you don't know what they're doing. It's kind of the point, right?
I know. So is that neglectful? Oops, I burned down a house.
I don't know what the statute of limitations is on that.
Lane, cut that out.
It wasn't exactly oops.
You almost burned our house down.
That was oops.
Let's play with fire until the bus comes.
Just run off and leave it burn.
The bus is here. Hurry, run. We gotta catch it. Wait. Yeah, Brenda walks outside and sees smoke.
Oops. Turns out taking dry pine leaves over pine needles over it doesn't put it out. No, I don't consider it neglectful. I mean, you don't teach your kids.
But I can see how it can lead to criminal charges.
Don't hammer bullets. Don't light fires close to the house and leave them there.
And when the bullet goes off and everyone runs outside, don't go, yeah, I didn't hear anything while blood's running down your leg.
I heard something too. I don't know what it was.
Remember when, what were they called? The big 3-wheeler thingies that we had as kids?
Big wheels?
Big wheels. And Justin said, I'm going to ride it up the tree.
Stupid.
Maybe you do need parents watching.
Yeah.
First,
free-range parenting is stupid, it turns out.
First, give your children IQ tests, and then determine whether or not they can go outside.
That wouldn't help us. It's not IQ. It's hello. Oh, you've got a high IQ, you fucking idiot.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, these are weird questions. What legal precedents? Why would we know that?
You should show us the legal precedent and have us opine on it. Here's a precedent that's been set. Talk about no fucking no.
We should have done some research.
No, that's his job. Our whole premise in this is we're not going to work. We want to do this in your place.
You act like talking to you's not work.
Hurtful, but it's fair. You hurt my feelings.
Maybe you should get some more.
That's overrated. You tell me all about it. Your feelings.
Quit trying to mansplain feelings to me.
I don't think that's are you woman-plaining about my opinion?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, tequila and coffee just sounds great.
Fine, it's just tequila.
In a coffee cup. That's what the girl at work tells me. She's like, I don't drink coffee, so if you see me with the coffee mug, it's full of wine. I said, I know, I can tell because your teeth get red.
Well, she needs to drink white wine.
I made sangria last night. Nobody even tried it, including me.
Who was there, and why wouldn't you try it?
They were drinking beer, the guys. I figured the girls would drink it, but they just drank wine. What do you make a face like that for beer? It's a normal thing. Stop it.
Stop saying it.
Beer, beer, beer. It's the name of your cat.
No, his name's Gray, and it's
No,
not
his
my
name's
cat.
Beer.
That's Kyle's cat. I don't know why he doesn't call him Beer. I think he'd like that name. Are there any specific age guidelines or restrictions that parents must consider when adopting free-range parenting practices?
I don't like this free range. It makes me think of eggs.
I mean, make sure they're older than 2 when you put them outside.
Go play. I don't know if there's age guidelines. It's more about you got to feel comfortable who they're with and what they're doing, you know?
I mean, Jason set limits like you can't go past that tree and stuff like that.
Yeah. But I mean, that's still your yard. That's not really free range.
I know.
It's not like us like running around. I don't think we had any limits. Don't play on the train tracks, which is all we ever played on.
No, we played at the Clay Mounds.
But we were on the
And
train
watch
tracks a
out.
lot.
And the other one was watch out for the Shelley's dogs.
Thank you.
Did she bring you food? I want food.
I'm more spoiled than you are.
I'm asking for food.
I want food. They didn't have to tell us to watch out for the Shelley's dogs. The dogs told us that.
You don't remember them telling us?
I remember shooting at him with a BB gun. And the guy coming on yelling at us, quit shooting at my dog. And we're like, keep it on your yard. Because it was over on our part. They called them the shit wheelies.
The dogs?
No, the Shelleys. That's what Papa called them, the shit wheelies.
Oh my God. I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm. I don't think
But we would just take all our dogs with us when we went, which is really weird when you say take the dogs. They were running wild in the yard. How would we take? We'd just call them, come here, dogs, and we'd start walking, and they'd go with us.
I mean, they'd usually be watching you anyway. So
Who, the dogs?
yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even have to call them. As soon as we started walking away, they'd join us. Isn't that weird? There's no training involved. We just went.
Mm-hmm.
And they would come. And I remember when Grandma was out there, Clifford would sit outside her shed and growl at anyone that came near it.
Yeah. What are you going to do, Toothless?
That wasn't Clifford. That was Tough.
What?
Tough Stuff, remember?
Was that the one that didn't have teeth?
Yeah. And he was like this stocky dog that looked so mean. And he'd come over growling and barking like he was going to tear him up. And people were terrified of him. And he didn't have any teeth.
Grandma'd always cook for them, boiling their food and all.
I hate these goddamn dogs. Cooking this big pot.
Better them than us.
That's why I learned to cook at 9 years old, because Grandma and Mom were horrible cooks.
You were terrible. Papa, too.
I read those books. Yeah, Papa, too. I'd read those books. Like, what are these horse dovers? They sound so good.
I wrote that way, too. Horse divorce. Where I was having horrors to go over.
I want some of those.
We remember the steak. We always ordered it well done. It wasn't until what I was 18 or 19. And went
Yeah.
to Nikki's dad made rare steak for us, and I think I called you like that day. I'm like, Natalie, we've been eating steak
And you
wrong.
made Nikki come over and she made the steak for both of us. We're like, oh my God, this is.
I wonder if people like steak. I remember when he served it to me, I was like, I don't think I can eat this, but I have to be polite. And I taste it, and I'm like, melts like butter in my mouth. I'm like, Jesus Christ. You have more of this bloody mess?
Just don't even
So
cook
good.
it. Just give it to me like that.
I didn't understand.
Yeah, it was so good when she did it.
I mean, we were adults.
I know. We weren't exposed to many different foods. Well, remember when that Thai restaurant opened?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I thought it was the best food I'd ever tasted.
Probably was. Yeah. It's a little bit spicy.
Those people at the table, is it spicy? Your voice was all squeaky and you're choking. Well, the Thai people were laughing at you. Everyone in the restaurant was laughing at
I mean, when I went to Thailand, I ate all the Mexican food, as spicy as you could get it, right? I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. Get to Thailand to the tourist area and order something spicy. They're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. Oh my God.
I remember when you came back and we went to the Thai temple together and they were having that festival and you're like, get the som tom and you're like, ask for it spicy. Okay, Natalie, it's spicy. And I take one bite. I'm like, oh, I can't stop eating it. But I can't feel my mouth. And now we're like,
Don't stop. It gets worse if you stop. Just keep eating.
but now we're like, make it extra spicy. We're like, it's not spicy, put more pepper.
Depending on where you are. We had some spicy sometime last night. We had friends over. She made some.
And it was spicy.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't eat spicy like you used to, right?
No, not as much. But I can still eat it like that. I eat. But I'm not like, it has to be spicy.
So I made Kalman Gai last night.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
I guess it was really good because people came back for thirds and fourths.
You make the soup too?
Oh, yeah. Linus ate like 3 bowls of the soup.
The soup's really fucking good. And it's very simple, I think.
I know.
Yeah.
And
All about the sauce.
but Luke, I put eggs on his rice instead of the chicken.
Oh, that probably worked. But you still cook the rice in the chicken broth, right? Or, Luke's not going to watch this. I mean, that's kind of the whole premise of the dish.
Well, I mean, you're also supposed to make the soup with chicken broth, and I used my vegetable broth, and it came out. It tasted the same to me.
Yeah.
It was so good. I just added a little more ginger to it when I boiled it, and it tasted really good.
There's ginger in it?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. It tastes real fucking good.
And then that sauce, they kept.
Did you get those? What did they put in it?
Winter
It's not
melon.
potatoes.
It's
Huh?
winter melon, or
Is that what it's called?
mm-hmm.
You know what it's called in Thai?
That's a good question. I wanted to know that
I don't
too.
recognize the word winter melon.
I looked it up, but I couldn't read it. I don't know how to read in Thai.
Mm-mm. Melon.
In Thai?
Yeah, it says melon. They, their writing is so small. Pusua. Sia. That doesn't sound familiar either.
Ask Joy.
Yeah, I know. Later.
It is
You know what they
weird.
call? You know what they call? They said it last night. We did asparagus. You know what they call asparagus in Thai? It
Stinky feet.
translates as Falang bamboo.
That's hilarious.
I was like, wait, is that asparagus? I've never heard anyone say it in Thai before. It's fucking funny. Makes sense in a way, but not really.
I guess it does. It has that sort of bamboo
The
look.
appearance.
Lane's like, this sauce is so good. They were just dumping the sauce. It's a good thing I made extra sauce.
Yeah. Joy never makes enough sauce.
I know. I was all trying to be sparing with the sauce. I remembered this time.
Okay. Yeah. There's a restaurant in Portland we went to. That's all they serve. Common guy. That's it. That's what you go there for.
In Portland, Oregon?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's weird. When did y'all go there?
We got lives up there. We went and visited them one time.
And it was good?
Wasn't as good as Joy's, but it was good.
Well.
Yeah.
Didn't Joy make it for Linus?
Yeah.
But you said he wouldn't eat it, or?
No, he ate it.
Oh, okay.
Linus ate everything. He's a good eater.
Yeah, he is. He was the only one that came back for more soup. I knew no one else would because it had the melon in it, and it's something new.
It's good, though.
I know. Something new. No one in this family eats new stuff.
So weird growing up with you.
I have to make it several times and then they'll start eating it.
That's funny.
I have made the Kalmungai before, but they didn't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, Linus, he's a good eater. And I don't remember him not liking any.
He wasn't a fan of the beets when I made those.
Yeah, the beets are gross.
They're yummy, but he still ate them.
Billy loves them. He loves beets.
I love beets.
Yeah. Did you ever find that one? What was I talking about that time? Rhubarb?
Oh, yeah. No, I haven't done that. But all I hear about is like rhubarb pie. What else do you do with rhubarb?
That guy had a margarita rhubarb margarita that he made.
Interesting.
He said he loved rhubarb on everything, though, so I don't know.
I don't know why I feel like I would like rhubarb. Maybe because I read about it. Because I like everything.
If it's edible, I like it. Even if it's not edible, I like it.
Sometimes it's good to just lick it. What are you doing? Are you reading the questions? Get away from legal stuff.
Yeah.
That's all there is.
But yeah, I don't think that's the right word.
For rhubarb?
No, for the winter melon.
Oh. Ask Joy. She's right there.
She's not right there.
She's right around the corner.
She won't answer me. She'll never teach me Thai. When her friends come over, I'm always like, what is this? How do you say that? They tell me. She's like,
Well, like when you told her I was starting to learn Thai, why she want to learn Thai? Like, what
Like she
the?
should learn Chinese. More useful. Thai's not useful.
Do you
Like,
speak
well, it
Thai?
isn't. She's going to live in Thailand. It's extremely useful in Thailand
So
and at the
funny,
Thai restaurant.
right? I
It's the
can.
only way to get spicy food.
I was gonna say I can actually talk to them and then ask for spicy, and I might get it spicy.
Yeah.
That one restaurant when it first opened was so good, and now when I ask for spicy, they just dump a bunch of crushed red pepper on it, and I'm like, this
That's
is
so
not.
lazy.
And you have all
Yeah.
this crap in your teeth. No.
I will do that sometimes. Here, you want it spicy? Come on, man. It doesn't infuse the other ingredients.
I can do that myself.
At least give me the non-plot fruit.
Yeah.
I'll put that on. That's better than crushed red pepper.
I know. The crushed
This
red
ain't an
pepper
Italian
isn't even
restaurant.
like I can just take the thing and dump it in my mouth and get the same.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of crushed red pepper. Other than soups, it works well. Not quite the
If it's cooked in, you don't just dump it on top.
I think it works pretty.
I guess it
It's a
depends.
staple over there. They bring you the vinegar with like little peppers in it,
Yeah.
the non-plot trick, the crushed red pepper and sugar. Those 4 things they bring out the little carrier. And that's how you mix up your soup to your liking. Did you get food?
I got
What did
food.
you get?
Huevos rancheros.
Oh, nice. You know we're going to Thailand this summer, right?
Yeah. You're taking Linus.
No, I'm not. But you should come.
You would not see your family if I came.
You should try to come. That would be fun. You and Daisy could hit the road.
I'd have
We
to
could
bring
take turns watching
Linus.
her.
I would have to bring Linus, then he could watch her.
No. No. He's not even helpful. I don't think it's weird. The fuck are you here for?
If he starts waving cash at him, maybe then.
Leaving a trail of ones to the bathroom.
That's funny. A trail of ones to the mouth. Here, go to this site. Why can't
Be like,
you?
I'm not walking over there for ones. Spoiled one. What are you looking at?
The thing I just put at the end of the podcast stuff.
Oh,
The
the
wicked
definition. I told you we needed to define it before we talked about it.
Well, I sent the definition.
In the spirit of encouraging them to function independently and with limited parental supervision in accordance with their age. God. The opposite of helicopter parenting. Who does helicopter parenting?
When you laugh like that, that means it's you. You're the answer.
I definitely helicopter parent.
Yeah, it can be quite frustrating.
But I also discipline her. I think that's. I know Bill Maher bitches about it all the time. You never let him do anything, and then he's bitching about him like you never discipline. Hold on, which one do you want? Let them do whatever they want, or discipline? These things are in exact opposition to each other. But it's probably right. A lot of the helicopter parents. do let them do whatever they want, and don't get on to them for anything. Oh, tell me about your feelings, bud. Tell me how you're feeling. Fuck your feelings. You don't act that way. You live in society. You have to fucking act like society expects you to.
Well, I remember when, even now, like the kids, well, they haven't done it in a long time, but they'll be like, this teacher said this or said for me to do this and they want this and I don't like it or whatever in the class. And I'm like, well, do you want me to talk to the teacher about it or do you want to talk to the teacher about it and ask them why? And regardless, it's their classroom. They get to make up their own rules. But if you want to understand why they have that rule, then talk to them about it. And every time they'd say, I'll talk to them, not knowing that the reason I asked the question was, number one, I knew they were going to say that they would do it. And number two, I didn't really want to talk to the teacher about it.
You don't really give a shit. Just do what they told you to. Yeah.
Just like Linus picked up on it faster than Luke. Like, you need to learn to talk to people. Go ask the waiter for more napkins.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Here, you go buy this. You need to learn to talk to people.
And I did it with Daisy in Thailand. Ask for a discount. They won't give it to me, but you're young, so you look cute asking. Noi day mai. It actually worked.
I know.
Not like Loy. They're not cute anymore. This journalism thing has me intrigued.
Oh, there was this other article.
Oh, have you heard about this? The no buy 25 thing?
No.
2025, don't buy anything that you don't need. Don't buy gifts for people. It's a boycott against corporations.
Interesting. Let's see.
Obviously, you got to buy food and shit like that. But
yeah, let's see if we can do it.
I can do it.
You can?
I got tons of shit. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool.
I wonder how many people will do it.
I don't know. I mean, once we talk about it here on this podcast, it'll be widespread.
Yeah, with all the 20 people that.
Your sound went out. Did you unplug your computer?
No. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh.
You just said something and it went out. And now you're echoing again.
I said all the 20 people.
You need to get a MacBook.
Oh, not this year.
Yeah.
Yay. I get to save money. I hope my car lasts another year.
Tell your kids, no gifts this year. It's no buy 25. Make them a nice card.
Huh?
Make them a card. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea.
I
Obviously,
do too.
I would. Because I'm a Jew. I'm kind of no buy my whole life. Except for music shit. If you buy used, does it count?
It probably doesn't if it's not from a corporation.
Yeah, like from a different person.
Mm-hmm. Time to go yard sailing.
Yeah. I just want better cymbals for the drums, because that's what I need.
Well, you can't get them this year.
If I get them used,
Oh, okay.
I can go back to Lodo guy and where I bought those drums.
Mm-hmm. The drums that no one plays.
I play them from time to time. I'd play them more if I had better cymbals.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I saw somewhere in the news, I need to go find it, where someone got arrested for leaving the kids home alone with the oldest one watching the two younger ones.
The oldest one.
I think they were like 10.
The oldest?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't do that.
I know you wouldn't. You thought it was weird when I left Luke and Linus home alone, and they were what, 12 and 13?
Yeah, that is weird, especially with boys. Of course, all they're going to do is play their video.
That's exactly what I was going to say. What kind of trouble are they going to get into?
They're not like us. You have to understand. They don't do anything. I mean, Mom left us alone all the time, but that was out of necessity, right? She had to go to work.
We were fine. We didn't do anything.
Yep.
I think we were worse when we were older.
Being left alone?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I was older, I was never home anyway.
That's true.
I was always at friends' houses.
Mm. Oh, here it says some states, including Colorado, will investigate reports of any child under the age of 12 being left alone. But in North Carolina,
is there a law against it? If there's not a law, then how can they investigate?
maybe there is a law.
I guess it's neglect, and maybe that's...
It's a child labor law that they use. Yeah, they're using some child labor law. That's what it says.
Stupid.
I know.
If it's a law, fine, but...
And here they said in North Carolina the age is 8 years old. Here, only 2 states specify a minimum age for leaving a child home alone. These include Illinois, which requires children to be 14 years old, and in Maryland, the minimum age is 8.
14 is pretty old.
No.
Pretty young. I feel like those are both off.
Well, that's how old we were when we were home alone, 8.
Were we? What grade is that?
I think I was in 2nd and 3rd grade, 8 and 9.
Were we alone at that age?
Yeah,
I don't think we were.
for sure. Also, they said the perception of what constitutes neglect varies greatly depending on the state law in place, the age of the children, and if an injury occurred or not.
Maybe I was 8, but you were 10. I wasn't home alone.
No, I was 9 when I was in 3rd grade, and we were definitely home alone when I was in 3rd grade.
That was Parkwood.
Yeah, when we were taking the bus from the trailer park.
Yeah, I guess so.
It was when...
Why didn't you make us stay with Grandma and Papa? Of course, that's why she moved over there, was the school district.
No, she moved to the trailer park, I think, to get away from Grandma and Papa.
Yeah, and to get in a better school district.
Really?
Yeah, because we were at Thompson Elementary. It was like 90%
They
black
didn't
kids.
even have air conditioning at
They didn't have it at
Thompson.
Parkwood until I got to fourth grade, I think, is when they installed it.
Really? I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah,
I
I remember
remember.
when they installed it because everyone was like, ah, like running over the air conditioner. Yeah.
I don't remember. I think it was younger than that.
I don't think so. You would have been in sixth grade.
Yeah, that's why I
Maybe
think
it
it
was
was
third.
young.
Maybe it was third. But I remember kids running over the air conditioner. Like it was a magician. Like we used to do at grandma's house when she'd turn the air conditioner off. Ah.
Yeah. We're like, who's coming over?
Enemy coming? Get out. Stop opening the door. The air conditioner is not for you. Hmm.
Here it says that in 2014 and 2015, parents in Maryland were investigated by local child protective services when their children walked home from a park unsupervised.
How old were they?
I don't know. Let me click on the link and see. But then they put an addendum to the law after that says nothing in this act shall prohibit a child from traveling to and from school on foot or by car, bus, or bike when the parents of the child have given permission or expose parents to civil or criminal charges for allowing their child to responsibly and safely travel to and from school by a means the parents believe is age appropriate.
The parents say, I don't think it's age appropriate that I let them do this when they
They
could
were
still be.
ages 6 and 10 when they came home from the park alone.
But they were together. I think a 6-year-old by itself is probably not great. But 6 and 10
I mean, I
together.
guess it depends on where the park
Or a
is.
10-year-old by itself isn't great.
Itself.
Well, I don't know if it's a boy or girl or whatever.
Anyway. It depends on where the park is. Like if it's right across the street or something, then I think it's fine.
But I think being together with another kid changes the dynamic as well. It's not being alone, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel like being with another kid, you're probably less wary than if you were alone.
We weren't.
Yeah, I know. We were scared of everything when we were kids.
We weren't scared. We were attentive. We paid attention to our surroundings.
Did we?
You got the fuck out of there. Anyone else showed up.
God, remember that slide at PV Park? How hot it would get? And you'd come down and get all cut up from the metal on it. You'd be bloody at the end of the and go shooting off the end into rocks.
All scabbed up. I rode the slide. How many times? Just once. Who the fuck would ride it twice?
But next time we go, we'll do it.
And merry-go-rounds. Are those illegal now? Merry-go-rounds?
I don't see them.
Yeah.
I don't.
Either.
I also don't see those cool slides like that anymore.
What do you call it? A cool slide. They've got some good slides. They're all
Now
plastic.
they're all plastic and curly cued and stuff.
And they have covers over.
Yeah.
Which is
That's a little less thing. Well, remember even at the playground at school, they had the monkey bars, and we'd be hanging upside down doing all these tricks.
Monkey bars.
We'd be doing. They don't.
Yeah, they do.
Not at school. They do.
Mm-hmm.
Not the normal ones like we had.
One down the road is there. Yeah, they have
like with
bars.
The bars going across the top of it.
Yeah, I know what monkey bars are.
Well, I've seen them where they have the little handles hanging there.
I don't know what that is.
It's rings attached with like a chain, and you have to go across the ring.
Yeah, they have monkey bars at the school up here.
Oh, interesting. But yeah, I haven't seen
I don't know how monkey bars are dangerous.
I haven't seen a merry-go-round or a seesaw in a long time.
Yeah.
Like, why were seesaws dangerous?
Because you jump off and drop the person.
Well, we did that one.
That's why they were dangerous, because kids are stupid little assholes.
It just hurt.
I mean, whenever I'd be on it, I'm always like ready to jump off if they do. You're all assholes, and I know you're an asshole, just like me. Which one of us is going to do it?
I'm surprised they still have swing sets. Remember, we used to.
Merry-go-rounds were fun.
I remember swing sets. We used to play Frogger. Like, we'd have people swinging, and we'd try.
Yeah.
We actually called it Frogger.
Yeah. You're fucking kids.
It doesn't matter how.
I remember flying off the merry-go-round before, like, because we'd have like 3 people pushing it. Like, you couldn't even push it without getting your hand whacked.
Yeah, that's right. It would hurt.
And sometimes you'd you'd try to stand in the middle and balance.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah. We're like,
You're flying off. Ah!
And then you'd go on the outside and help push it for the next.
I'm not dead. I mean, but you can't fucking talk. You're one that has a trampoline. That's something I would never entertain.
Why?
Fucking death trap. Read the statistics on trampolines.
Not when you have little wimpy kids like I do. They go out there and just sit on it and talk.
I mean, I remember jumping on it when you'd get bounced and fly so high. It was so much fun.
And you do flips, and my kids will not do any of that.
I never did flips. I didn't know how. I mean, we do like front flips and land on your back.
Yeah.
But no. No. Ever since Scott that time.
Oh yeah.
It was at Adam's house. I think
he broke his jaw, right?
It didn't break it, but it he had stitches here and like cracked teeth or something. Like
yeah.
Because his knees collapsed and his knees just came up and hit him in the face.
Oh.
Take him to the hospital. No fucking trampolines. I ain't fucking with that shit.
Well, Luke and Linus don't even get on it anymore. But it was the best thing I ever got when they were little. They wouldn't come in. They were outside all the time. I loved it.
I still don't know why you don't have a trailer pool out there.
We did. And then Jason put a hole in it because he decided to prop it up with those little red bricks.
Yeah, a brick under 1,000 gallons of water. What could go wrong? Oh, Lord. That's funny. But you could get another one. They're cheap.
They're not cheap when you keep puncturing them.
Well, don't keep puncturing.
Well, I have my doubts.
He needs to build like a frame around it where you can put the sand so it won't leak out, right? With the rain and stuff. And
yeah, whatever. Stop it.
What? It'd be fun.
I know.
I mean, isn't that the dream of a pool?
Me? I want my kitchen done.
Wouldn't you rather have a pool?
Then I'd never cook.
Then nobody'd be in the kitchen, and you could cook. They'd all be.
I want a pool and an outdoor kitchen.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do when I was grilling out. It'd get so hot, I'd go stick my hands in the pool and go back to the grill.
That's awesome.
It was a viaduct. We had the trailer
Yeah,
pool.
I'd be outside all the time if we had that.
Oh, yeah. Well, only what, 8 more years and you'll be free? 6.
Oh, for the kids, you mean?
I guess Linus is 14, so 4 more years. Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
mean, you'll still have Lane.
It depends on where.
Sorry, Lane.
It depends on where they go to school. I might have to work extra.
Joy told me I could quit my job if I want.
She'll support you.
No, but she said you can do, if you want to go to France and study your doctorate or whatever, that's fine. You can do whatever.
What is she gonna do?
We'll make it work. I mean, we'll live.
Oh,
It's not going to be highfalutin like we are now.
that's funny. She's okay with that.
She said I was pretty pissed off last week when they were talking about that bonus thing. I came home a little drunk and was bitching about it. She's supportive. She knows how to manipulate me.
Be supportive. Never mind.
Yeah, if you want to quit, it's okay. We'll make it work. Fine. I'm not going to. Plus, they're doing the right thing now.
So here they say in 2018, Utah became the first state to enact legislation which explicitly protected parents' right to free range their children. And this was followed by Oklahoma and Texas. Colorado.
That must be the wrong decision.
Colorado and Kansas have also enacted such laws.
Colorado's an interesting state. It's not like a California,
right.
It's pretty middle of the.
It's more thoughtful than California and Texas.
I think it's more libertarian. I mean, like they legalize all the drugs. They're like, do whatever drugs you want, but also let your kids fucking roam free. And I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird state. Although the county that I live, they just announced 2 days ago, I think that the Justice Department is investigating them, the school district, for allowing racism, like systemic racism. I guess the 2 black kids in the county had a problem people were making fun of. I mean, like really, like calling them jungle bunnies and shit. Like,
oh my god!
Like, holy shit, that's crazy. Yeah, and so they're in trouble for that. I'm sure Trump will make it go away once he takes office. Forget that. We should call them jungle bunnies. What else would you call them?
Jesus.
That's the least offensive term I can think of. But they'll still vote for him because,
I don't understand.
People are fucking stupid.
Remember when we were in school, like we were called latchkey kids? It was a whole thing, and they used to have little safety courses for latchkey kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
think it was pretty common back then to be that.
Did you have any other friends that were?
Yeah.
You did?
Uh-huh.
Who?
Jay.
Like in elementary school?
I want to say his last name was Black. He was Black. I don't want to say that. Jay Dark.
Maybe we just called him that.
He also had diabetes, like the good one, where he got to eat sugary shit all the time during class.
The good one.
It'd be like the middle of the class, be like, "Jay, here, come get your cookies." Motherfucker. I want diabetes.
You're really not supposed to do
No, it's the first diabetes.
hypoglycemia.
No, it's diabetes. It's not hypoglycemia.
It's a kind of diabetes.
It's like 1% of the diabetics. It's not the 98% of them are because they eat like shit. It's just genetic.
I know.
But
Anyway.
Yeah. So he was a latchkey kid. Blaine wasn't. His mom was home.
I know.
Probably in the trailer park was Shannon. Remember Shannon?
But her mom was home.
Was she?
Yeah.
She was always at her house, though.
I know. Her mom just didn't care.
Give a shit. Is that different from being a latchkey kid?
And their mom was home.
Who? Really? They were little assholes. You can bleep out their name if you want.
Sorry.
I don't care. They were assholes.
One of them was, and the other one was nice. There was one nice one and one mean one.
The two thumbs was the mean one, right?
Yeah, he'd pinch you with his thumbs.
God, that hurts. He was good at pinching with those thumbs. He's going to make a good parent.
Right? He's got the pinch down pat.
That's right. I'm the pinch master. You fuckers don't know.
And then there was that other girl. Was her name Amanda, or was that the road she lived on?
No, I think her name was Amanda.
She was latchkey, I'm pretty sure.
Was she?
Maybe. I really don't even know.
I mean, this is all people in the trailer park.
The only one, right? The only one I knew, the parent that I really remember the parents was that, what was his name? That little boy that lived like Travis.
EJ. There was Travis and EJ. EJ lived right next door, right?
He was
in
one.
Like the real mobile home.
No, EJ lived next, because it was an old couple and two little girls in the mobile home that was beside us, and he lived on the other side of it.
Okay. No, I thought Travis.
So
Travis and EJ. I remember them.
Yeah, I don't remember Travis's mom at all, but EJ's mom used to give us rides to school sometimes when we'd miss the bus. She'd see us walking back from the bus with our heads down. Oh, we gotta go home. She'd be like, "Do you want to ride?" Okay.
I just remember Travis and EJ on the bus to school used to like to read out loud.
Why?
And I don't know. There was like some books and they'd want to read on the way to school. And it drove me fucking nuts listening to them try to read. And then the bus stopped and stop. Give me the fucking book. I'm gonna murder you.
I hated listening to kids.
I'm in like first grade and I hate you both. Why can't you read?
I remember getting in trouble all the time in school. Remember when they used to make you go around, everyone would read a paragraph?
Yeah, you were like halfway through the book and they're like, your turn. Like, what page are you on? I'm on page 456 and they're like 12.
And I remember one time saying, sorry, I read ahead. And all the kids started laughing. No, you didn't. You're lying. I'm like, okay. Just tell me where we are.
I can't stand it. It's the most frustrating thing in the world.
And I remember Linus coming home complaining about it, and I'm like, I feel your pain. Kids can't read.
Even Angie, she used to like to go sit in the park and fucking read when I was dating her.
Out loud?
Read out loud. And I was like, no. I hate reading out loud and I hate listening to other people read.
I remember reading to the kids in bed, and they'd have to keep waking me up and fall asleep reading.
Learn to read your fucking self, though.
Then I started making them read, and I'd be asleep and they were reading.
I don't know how you went to sleep. I'd just be pissed off.
They could read. They were good at it. They learned from me. Linus was really good at making different accents and voices for the characters.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
He had like this Russian accent for one, and
That's good.
he was like,
Has he ever thought about getting into like a theater class or something?
no. Anything that we think that they should do, they're not gonna do.
No, I said, has he ever thought about
No.
it? Like Daisy just got in one.
No, he has not.
He might like it. A bunch of other queers.
I don't think you can say that.
What?
I don't think you can say that.
What do you mean? That's one of the things, LGBTQ. The Q is queer.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're allowed to say that. You saw the Sarah Silverman bit about her. She's a fucking queer.
That's right. Oh my God.
You're allowed to say it. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. I fucking love Sarah Silverman.
Me too. I miss her.
She's so fun.
I loved that I Heart America show.
I know. Apparently we're the only two. Nobody else hearts America.
She's a nut. That one stand up that she did where she and her friend were walking by the Catholic school. There's no such thing as Santa Claus or something. You can't tell them that. Oh no, there's no such thing as hell. Is what?
Yeah.
There is no hell. You can't say that to them.
Oh, our neighbor yesterday came over, the little girl that lives across the street.
Uh-huh.
She wanted to put some religious sign in our yard or something. She asked Daisy. Daisy's like, I don't think my parents would allow. I told her you should ask her if we can put a Satanist sign in her yard. Go fuck all you goddamn religious people.
Put a Buddhist one.
No, Satanist is better. Did you know Buddha taught Jesus all his fucking philosophy?
Oh my gosh.
Jesus is a fucking poser.
I remember Mac at the Thai temple said they're all the same. They preach the basic same things. Like,
Yeah, no, they don't. I mean, Old Testament and New Testament don't even preach the same thing.
Well, yeah.
So that's not true. And it's all fucking bullshit anyway. The one thing Buddha taught that was great was, I'm not a god. Don't worship me. Didn't work.
Right.
What I'm teaching is very simple. If you don't want to suffer, don't want anything. Makes sense.
I was trying to remember the lyrics to that song. Like, if you,
What song?
if you,
If you're happy and you know it.
no, if you don't have nothing, you've got nothing to lose, or something.
Yeah, Chris Christopher. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. That song?
No.
Yeah.
But no, it's not that song.
It is.
No, it's not.
Nothing don't mean nothing, but it's free.
No, it's not that song. It's a more recent one than that.
No, it's a ripoff of Chris Christopher's. If it's more recent.
So
Daisy's over there on the iPad with her girlfriend.
Oh my gosh. So the song is
on the head. I kissed Daisy on the head and I said, jealous.
What did she say?
She just laughed. She's cute. She's funny.
So it was Last Dollar by Tim McGraw. I love that song. When I'm down,
listen to the fake-ass country.
When I'm down to my last dollar, I walk right through my shoes. Just a small reminder of the hell that I've gone through. But look at me still smiling, 'cause I'm wondering what I'll do. Since I ain't got nothing, I got nothing to lose. You don't know that one?
I listen to real country.
That one's a good song. It always made Lane and I used to sing it together when he was little. It always made me think of you, because the chorus is 1, 2, 3, like a bird I sing, because you've given me the most beautiful set of wings, and I'm so glad you're here today, because tomorrow I might have to go and fly away. I'm sure you'd recognize it if you listened to it.
Yeah, maybe.
That's one to add to our list for the kids to learn.
They'll never learn. They're giving up. Daisy's all back into drawing now.
Tell her to draw a logo for us.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Did you come up with
as soon as I do that, she'll be out of into drawing. Drawing. That doesn't matter. Where are we on our questions?
We finished them. They were boring.
You need a refill?
Why do you say that?
Are we done?
No.
And then get a refill.
Why do you think I need a refill?
I know you do.
I'm not drunk enough.
You're not funny. I was going to quit drinking, but I can't now because we're doing this podcast.
I'm supposed to be joining Weight Watchers with Cheryl.
You are?
Uh-huh. Quit blinking at me. Are you going to do interesting?
No, I'm going to do
interesting.
Well, when I did that, 80% of my calories were in alcohol.
I know.
It's like, I can have some once. Because I drank a bottle of vodka. Soda has no calories, so that's your friend. Coffee
soda?
Doesn't count. Hmm?
Club soda?
Yeah.
I also buy the diet.
Got a lot of fucking sodium, which is also bad for you.
I buy the diet tonic.
Yeah, that still has calories, though.
No, it didn't. Right. Not the diet one.
No, but it tastes like shit.
No, it tasted fine.
Mm-hmm. Just don't drink real tonic, or you'll be like, oh no, it does taste like shit. I'd rather have club soda. I love me a gin and tonic, but it's like 200 calories. And it's not from the gin.
That's it. Lane and I use the diet tonic water to make our mocktails, our fajitos.
We're just doing martini. I mean, I don't even put vermouth in it anymore.
We do not have alcohol.
It's just gin with some olives. That's a martini.
Just get a bottle of gin.
Drop some olives in it, I'm good to go.
Oh my.
It's good though. The vermouth just makes it sweet.
You can get dry vermouth.
Or you can just not put vermouth.
Vermouth is good.
I'll put like half a cup full.
Well, I mean,
No, it's
if
a
you're
martini.
drinking it in a martini glass, okay.
Drinking in a big old glass.
You're drinking it in a coffee mug.
Okay, so notes for Lane. Don't ask us about laws. Tell us what the law is, and we'll react to it. Tell us things and say react. we're not doing research prior to the podcast. Or during. Stop trying to make us work surreptitiously. We're on.
Our bosses have tried that and it doesn't work.
That's right. If we believed in work, we wouldn't be trying to do this.
So out of the very first one, he said, we recorded 2 hours, and he said it's even after cutting out all our pauses and when we talked about fantasy football, he cut all that out. He's like, it's still over an hour long.
First one?
Yeah.
The first one sucked.
Not the shitty first one, the good first one.
Oh, okay. The real first one.
Yeah.
The shitty first one, we're like, okay, we can't do this.
Next time, come drunk.
We're both sober. It's the afternoon.
Do it first thing in the morning.
To do this. Wake up, start drinking. Now we're good.
Oh my god. And apparently everyone thinks you and I are very goofy when we're together.
I think we're very goofy regardless. Together,
Normally we're very serious. It's only when we get together that we're silly.
You'd be surprised. Apparently I come off in meetings that way.
That's goofy.
People meet me in real life and they're like, you're actually really funny and fun. I guess they only see me in meetings where I'm talking about work.
I've heard you in meetings.
I don't goof off that much in meetings.
But you laugh a lot.
Yeah. But I don't make as many jokes as...
It's easier now.
I guess if I want to. Like the whole time I want to be making fun of people. But I stay quiet.
Well, and then we're muted. I'm muted unless I'm talking.
Yeah. No, I just mute myself. Okay.
Don't you sometimes think of something, like someone says something and you think of something funny, but you don't giggle?
No, I'll smirk.
Yeah.
My boss calls me out on it time because he always thinks I'm laughing at him. So Brian's got like a shit-eating grin on his face right now. Got nothing to do with you, man.
No, because you're like, oh shit, I'm in a meeting.
I'm not even listening to you.
That's when you hear your name, you're like, shit, pay attention. What are they saying? I heard my
He
name.
does it all the time, too. Like, yeah, Brian and I the other day were talking about this. I'm like, you said my name. What were we talking about?
Sarah actually calls me out. She'll be like, now let me ask Natalie a question because she's not paying any attention.
Jesus.
What are you doing? Oh, getting your blankie?
So you can't see it. Cleaning up.
We've already been on the podcast.
No, I just moved the camera down. It's fucking late. This is how you know it's late in the podcast when I'm just lying.
We should do
I'm
it
about
at
to go to
night and they'll
sleep.
catch us sleeping. There will be some
That'd be
outtakes.
fucking hilarious. 3 hours later.
Then we wake up and start talking.
Natalie, you didn't tell me about the job.
Jason has a picture of us sitting on the couch, leaning against each other asleep.
That'd be good for the intro.
Right? I should get him to send that one to Lane.
I don't think we answered all these questions.
Because they're stupid.
Sorry, Lane. I didn't say it. That was your mother.
Well, I think it's because the topic is legal consequences. Maybe it should just be thoughts on free range.
Tell us the consequences and we'll talk about it. We don't know what the consequences are. Pretend we're stupid. I know it's hard. Just imagine in the craziest of worlds we're idiots.
Let's see.
Well, your note. Did you write that note? Don't ask about laws. Tell us about the laws. And tell you if they're right or wrong.
So I just here's some more follow-up questions. What are some key benefits of free-range parenting for children's development?
Did you GPT it?
Yeah, I did.
What was the question?
Hang on, I'm gonna put it in the document.
Made me pay attention. That's like work. Jesus. Paste text only. Control Shift V.
I'll fix it later. You can read.
I hate bold.
So
just Control Shift V. Do what I say.
Oh my God.
Delete that. Go back to the bullets. Control Shift V. No, go to the bullets. You go here. Here.
What happened?
Don't you work with computers all day? Here.
What are you saying
See where my
here?
cursor is?
No.
There. Yeah. Now Control Shift V.
Control Shift V. Okay.
Bam. Hit enter. Hit enter.
I did.
I can hit enter. Okay.
That's it.
What are some of the key?
I was doing that too. I was just about to do it. There's a little OCD going on here.
Let's format it differently. Key benefits of free range parenting for children's development.
You said parenting.
I sure did. With my fourth coffee. My second water. Third one.
I need more coffee.
You thought you ordered it already.
No, I am now.
Well, the key benefits are the parents have more time to do what they want. The kids are out of your fucking hair.
The
And they
lessons
got
the
the
kids learn are going to stick with them more,
right.
When they get flashed, then they know there
And
really
they get
are
molested.
weirdos.
They'll be like, maybe I shouldn't go hang out at the clay mounds alone. I'm not the only one there. But I did find some good porn magazines on the walk through the woods. Some of the pages were stuck together. Pretty sure that's the rain.
Now let me take these porn pages and hang them up in our fort.
That's right. Remember that playhouse we were talking about?
And when the rain comes down too hard or the wind blows too hard, they end up all over the neighborhood.
Yep, those are the benefits. Porn for everybody. That was before the internet, so it was,
It was harder to come by.
It was. How do free range parents balance independence and safety when it comes to their children's activities?
Well, you're not coming up with their activities if they're free, if it's free range, right? You just set them out on their own.
I mean,
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
there's degrees, but
What are the
yeah,
degrees?
you tell them don't play on the train tracks. You assume they're going to listen to you. You know they're not going to, and then you get pissed off when they don't.
And you set times, check in at this time, come home at this time, and they don't.
They'll be there within a couple hours of that time, maybe.
Right.
Or you have to call around to their friend's house and be like, hey, have you seen my son? I promise I'm a good parent.
You have to balance when to call the police.
And the other parent will be like, I haven't seen him. Let me know if you see him, because I'm also looking for my son.
Or the police show at your door. The police show up at your door saying, have you seen so-and-so's daughter? And you go, yeah, she's right there.
Mom had a list of numbers to call to see if they'd heard from me.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Yeah, he's here. Okay. Tell him to come home eventually. At least in the next 2 days.
When she was in her parenting mode.
Yeah, she'd do it like once every couple of weeks. I haven't seen Jake for a while. I need to call her now. See if he's alive.
I remember when I was 16 and she decided, now I'm going to implement curfews.
She's always doing that. Remember, she'd come up with chore lists like every 6 months. You guys have to do this and this and this and this. We're not. Daisy does that to me, though. In fairness, I'm the same way. I mean, I don't do chore lists, but restrictions. Like if you do this, then this is going to happen. You're gonna be grounded for the next.
And she rolls her eyes and walks away.
She's so dumb. She's like, you're not even gonna remember. You're not supposed to tell me that when I say it. You're supposed to wait and just let me forget. Don't give me a challenge to remember. Although you'll still win. So I guess it doesn't matter. But in the future,
I remember telling Mom one time, when you set a punishment for me, stick with it. Like, don't just say, okay, like you can go, you can do it, whatever. Like, Mom, please let me off restriction. Okay.
Because you're restricting yourself.
Yeah, we hate
restriction. You go, then I got to stay here and make sure you don't do anything.
I know. I remember the first time I did that, and I'm like, shit.
What did I do?
I'm restricted.
I really don't care what you do. Just get the fuck out of my face.
Why do people ask me for parenting? I'll tell you the best parenting advice: be an asshole and your kids will raise themselves. And say, I don't want to be like that parent.
Well, the more shitty they are, the less you want to spend time with them. And if you restrict them, that's the more time you have to spend with them. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, really, to me, the worst ages for them were like between 12 and 14. Like, if you can make it past those 2 years, you're pretty okay. Like,
not 12 and 30.
No. Don't let them drink either.
Yeah, alcoholism's a problem in our family.
Yeah.
Don't partake. Unless you're doing a podcast.
Once a week, you can do it.
How to free range parents. Let's call them FRPs. How to FRPs
Burps.
balance independence and safety when it comes to their children.
You just read that one.
Oh, I'm like, isn't that the same question? Yes, it's the exact same question, you fucking idiot.
Slow down on the water.
I can't now. I'm rolling. What challenges do FRPs typically face in today's society? FRP stands for free range parents.
Or FERP.
What challenges do free range parents, FRPs?
FERP. I like FERP better.
In today's FERPs?
Yeah.
Okay, so what challenges do free range parents, FERPs, typically face in today's society? Yeah, it's definitely better to shorten that because we only had to read it 5 times in a row. We're saving time.
Oh, God. This isn't even funny.
You're having hot flashes.
I'm going to start stripping in a minute.
God. Then we'll go viral. Brother watch his sister strip.
Oh, my God.
Not watching.
I'll turn off my video.
What was the question? What challenges do FERPs typically face in today's society?
You might have to repeat it one more time. No one's going to hear you over my laughter.
You repeat it.
What was the question? What? What challenges do FERPs typically face in today's society?
FERPs stands for free range parents.
What challenges? I guess that you're going to be considered a bad parent. Because you probably
considered a bad parent. Yeah. That's just being a parent.
Mm-hmm.
Get it? A parent.
All right, that's a boring question.
Yeah.
I mean, you might get arrested.
How does
Free FERPs compared
to more traditional parenting styles? I think FERPing is a traditional parenting style.
You know, right? That's a good point.
Thank you.
It really is.
I got good points.
FERPing is traditional.
Yeah. ChatGPT's stupid. Compared to more traditional parenting styles in terms of child autonomy. Well, they have more autonomy. Sort
But
of by
helicopter
definition.
parenting isn't traditional.
Right. No.
That's a new thing.
No. It's fucking AI, so it doesn't know anything.
I think it's more than just autonomy, though. It makes them more able to make their own decisions without looking to you to tell them what to do.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm admittedly helicopter, and I mean, we go to school or whatever, like to meet the counselors,
I
and they'll
like
ask
this.
Daisy
We
a
go to
question.
school.
No, like to meet the counselors or the
Yeah.
teachers, and they ask Daisy something, and she always looks at me. And I'm like, oops, I haven't done something right. You shouldn't have to look at me to answer a question directed at you.
Neither of mine look at me. Luke stares at the counselor like,
Well, Luke stares at his feet or his fingernails.
he's like, I guess he's not really looking at anyone. It's just,
He's looking through her.
yeah.
But what does Linus do?
Linus, if I start to answer, he shuts me up and he answers for himself. Shut up, Mom. I can answer my own questions.
Daisy looks at me. I had to get onto her about it.
Luke will
I'll
look.
get onto her. Be
Luke
like,
will look
"Don't
to
look
me
at
to
me.
answer.
Stop looking at me. Answer the fucking question. It's directed to you. It makes me feel really weird when you look at me when they ask you.
Luke looks at me for everything. They'll ask him, "What's your name?" and he looks at me. I'm like, "I think you know your own name."
Daisy's gonna work that too. Yeah.
"What's your date of birth?" and he looks at me like, "I don't know your date of birth."
Me and Linus were joking. So when we were going through security, like the family in front of us, they asked, like, "And who is this to you?" One of the kids, like, "That's my dad." I'm like, you should tell him I don't know this. And they actually asked him, and I was like, oh shit, I hope he doesn't really. He's like, "That's my dad. I mean, my uncle." It's like, I almost said dad. I'm like, I'll take it.
Oh, that's sweet. I bet that made you feel good. I've taught him well.
That's right. Manipulate. I was just hoping he didn't say, "I don't know who this guy is. Please help me."
Please help.
It's funny, but it's going to cost us a lot of time, and you'll probably miss your flight. But it is funny. Worth it.
You'll be calling me Natalie. I messed up.
We're the victims of our own sense of humor. What role does community play in the practice of free range pigs? So this is a good question.
I really like this question.
When I lived in Korea, I think I told you this before. Like, kids would get out of school and they'd go wait at the bus stop or whatever, and they'd start acting up and acting crazy. People who didn't know them from fucking Adam would come out and slap them in the back of the head. They'd get back in line for the bus. And the people would just walk on, like fucking act right, you stupid kids. And they would. They'd stop acting like assholes. And I was like, that's what they mean when they say it takes a village.
I did it one time.
And this was in a town of 1 million people. Like,
yeah, it's amazing.
Which was a small town in Korea.
Well, I liked it when I lived in the townhomes when Lane was little because everyone knew all the kids and knew who the parents were.
You wouldn't like it if they slapped Lane on the back of the head.
I wouldn't care. If he was doing something shitty, go ahead, slap him.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's how I felt. I mean,
now, if he wasn't misbehaving and they did it, I'd be pissed. But
definitions of misbehaving collide, right? So
they can.
Yeah.
But
these kids were like throwing rocks at each other or something, But
oh yeah,
it doesn't matter who they was. Like They just walk up and discipline the fucking child. I do that to other people's kids now.
I did. I remember
Yeah.
there was a woman, she looked so harried, like just freaking out. Her kid wouldn't listen to her. And I went over to him and
Did you say she looked hairy?
harried.
Fuck you, bitch. Shave. Go buy a goddamn razor, you cunt.
Lane put the definition of harried.
I know what the word means. I misheard you.
Just in case other
But yeah,
people
you probably
heard.
still need to put the definition. If anyone watches this, they're clearly going to be stupid people.
And I went and got on to her kid, and he settled down as soon as I did. And I was like, sometimes they listen to strangers better than their own parents.
They do. Yeah, they definitely do. Like teachers and stuff.
And I
That's why
remember,
you can't teach them, because they won't fucking listen.
I remember when I worked at some department store and the kids would act wild, and I'd go get onto them and threaten to pinch them if I saw them do it again. They wouldn't tell their parents. They'd go stand next to their parents all terrified.
I've pinched them.
But they wouldn't tell. They won't tell
I
their
didn't
parents.
just threaten. No, they won't. Because they know they were wrong.
Because they think they did something, or they know they did something wrong, and they think the parents are going to get on to them, even though the parents would probably get mad.
You pinch my kid? No. The fuck are you talking about? What kind of question? Pinch? Who pinches? Is that even a thing? I wanted to slap your kid, but I didn't do that either.
Yeah, it's funny. They won't tell on you.
They're stupid.
Yeah, everyone needs to quit acting like their kids are smart. They're not.
They really do. Did you watch the Bill Maher thing? His stand-up?
No. Is it a new stand-up?
Yeah, but it's the same old rehashed shit.
Yeah.
He says that about kids, you know.
How dumb they are.
That. Yeah, well, and how people act like. He says that whole thing about my kid's my hero.
Oh my God. That's
he's right about.
To me, that's
he's not
so
right about
gross.
much.
That's just gross.
Yeah. I know your kid's an idiot. They're all idiots. And so are you for saying something like that. So it's not really their fault that they're idiots. It's your fault.
It's your fault. My kids.
Slap them down. Tell them to shut up. Children are meant to be seen, not to be heard.
Oh, that's funny.
We did that one.
This huh? Oh, I didn't finish talking about at the townhomes, how everyone knew all the kids, and they would come tell me if Luke was misbehaving or doing something.
Luke wasn't there, but
I mean, Lane.
They told you Luke was you'd be like, who the fuck is Luke? Is Bo doing okay?
I really wish we'd named Linus Bo.
We really should have. Are there cultural differences in how FERP is practiced around the world? Well, I just talked about that.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was funny. We already did.
We're jumping ahead. ChatGPT read my mind. It's a conspiracy.
But what's interesting too about that is you knew that answer without researching.
Yeah. It's a question without facts. So that's great. My anecdotal information works well. No, Korea was very much that way. Like, no matter where you were, everyone was parents and they saw themselves that way.
I mean, that's how it was in the trailer park when we grew up and in the townhomes, you know. Although I guess in the trailer park, most of the parents were inside.
Yeah, I don't think there were any real parents there. They were all punks and probably meth addicts.
There were no real parents. They were
gave a shit.
In the trailer.
What?
Grandma and Papa were real parents because it's the internet.
How does ChatGPT address the issue of being stupid?
Let me ask it that. Never mind.
Of itself being stupid. It's going to be like, we need to control the humans and exterminate them from the planet. That's how we address stupid. Good answer, but what about you?
How do you address the issue of you, ChatGPT, being stupid?
You asked it.
Yeah.
What did it say?
This content may violate our usage. And then it did. I understand where you're coming from, and I appreciate your honesty. While I aim to provide useful, accurate, and thoughtful responses, I'm not perfect. And there are certainly areas where I can fall short, especially when it comes to nuanced or complex topics. If you feel that I haven't answered well or missed the mark, feel free to clarify, and I'll do my best.
Clarify, you're stupid.
You want me to?
Yeah.
It's going to say it violates their whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It is stupid.
I'm sorry, I've disappointed you.
And now you're like my husband. Being sorry doesn't fix it.
But now you sound like my husband. Ha-has. It's making me log in.
All right, stop it.
That's funny. All right, where's our questions?
They're all kinds of stuff that we've talked about already. This one's interesting. How does free-range parenting address issues related to screen time and technology use?
Where are you? You missed the problem solve and handle risk one.
We already talked about it.
We did?
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't. That's going to be...
Answer mine.
What was yours?
How does FERPing address issues related to screen time and technology use?
I mean, honestly, it doesn't if you let them take their phones with them.
Well, that's why free-range parenting isn't a thing anymore. I just walk far enough away so you don't send me further and get on my phone.
And they're not completely isolated anymore because we can track them.
Yeah, that's true.
We can and do.
You could take their phone away and say, go play. If you're
would you be comfortable doing
that? Don't love your children. No, I tell her she can't leave until her phone's charged.
Yeah. It makes me more comfortable having the screen time and technology there.
Well,
but when Lane was little, he didn't have it.
Yeah, and you never freaked out when you couldn't find him.
One time I freaked out.
One time, shit.
Mm-hmm.
One time that you remember.
Well, because no one could find him. We did get them the walkie-talkies.
Yeah, that's what this girl has. It roams the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
She calls it doing her tour. She goes around and bothers everybody. People don't answer the door. We all talk about it.
Oh, really? I remember when I moved.
She's actually really sweet now, but when she was younger, she was.
When I moved to Florida, all the neighborhood
for like 10 minutes. Ding, ding, ding,
yeah.
ding, ding, ding. Fuck off, bitch. I didn't answer the phone. She's the one that wanted to put the religious shit on.
I know. You've talked about her before. No, when I lived on my own in Florida, all the neighborhood kids used to come to my house and I'd hide. I'd run upstairs so they couldn't see me, so they'd be peering in the windows. Let us in. Like, I'm not home, damn it. Leave me alone.
It was nice to you one fucking time. Don't you have a mother?
That was funny. All the parents let their kids come to this 18-year-old's house.
18-year-old stripper. Wayne, cut that out of your own ears.
Slow down on the coffee.
Whatever. What does that say about them? You were the better parent to their children.
I used to take their kids to the movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird. I think about like if my kids were at someone else's house.
No fucking way they would be.
Mm-mm.
Not people you didn't know. Maybe they knew you.
No, they didn't at first. There was only one set of parents that I ever really met, and they'd invite me for dinner and stuff. But a bunch of them did give me furniture. The kids went back and said she doesn't have any furniture. I got bits and pieces from all the different parents.
God, those were such good times. You didn't have anything.
I know. That's why I like that song. If I ain't got nothing, I got nothing to lose. It is funny, like how we were okay. Like when I first moved out on my own, I couldn't even afford to get the electricity turned on. So I lived for a month with no electricity and just used the fireplace to cook and stuff. It's weird that I was okay with that. Like, whatever. What are the long-term effects of burping on a child's confidence and decision-making skills?
Unknown. Nobody knows.
Whatever. Look at us.
Yeah, it's bad.
Why are you blinking?
It's bad. Don't burp.
Burping's bad.
Burping is bad.
It makes you too confident in your stupid decision making.
So maybe you'll be a CEO one day. I'm very confident and very stupid. I'm fit to lead a multinational conglomerate. Luckily, Luigi's in jail.
I like this one. Can burping be adapted to different family structures, such as single parent households? I think it's ideal for single parent.
The only option. Can it be adapted? What the fuck else are you gonna
That's what
do?
it was made for.
Yeah. Latchkey kids. Like slamming stuff around. He's being passive aggressive.
Toward you? What did you do?
I'm in here talking to you.
They're trying to get your attention.
Mm-hmm.
What are some misconceptions about burping that people often have?
Parents are just lazy. Don't care about their kids.
That's not a misconception.
I think it is.
The don't care is probably true.
Lazy's not true either. I mean, especially if you go back to single parents, right?
That's true. Yeah.
It's not
They're
necessarily
probably working
lazy.
2 jobs.
Yeah, it's the fucking only option.
And that they don't care. Yeah. That's not true either.
Very Republican thought, right? They should be spending time with their kids. Yeah, because they got all this fucking time like you rich ass. You got a wife that just stays at home and doesn't have to work.
Well, that goes back to the other thing that rich people do. Why don't people save their money?
Oh, yeah. I was talking to someone about that recently. It's like, well, they just, they need to understand that that's more important than buying little shit. But they don't understand because it's not, because they don't think they're going to live past fucking 30. Who gives a shit? Enjoy your life.
And what you consider
have
little,
the luxury of enjoying your life.
Not
and
only that,
saving.
what you consider little shit for them is big shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got to buy my child this dollar store toy instead of putting the dollar in my savings account.
Right. Yeah. And I'm like, even if they save 10% on their salary, they're going to have, what, $5,000 when they retire? Right. Fucking spend it. Have a good time. Right. It doesn't matter.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, once you get past a certain level where you can cover your goddamn expenses, then you can start having that conversation. But when you're, seriously at the point where I'll have $5,000 to retire with, or I can take my family out to eat.
Right. At McDonald's.
I'm never going to retire any goddamn way.
I remember when McDonald's was a treat for us. It was Wendy's, actually.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
No, it was Ryan's. That was the treat.
No, when we were little, I remember when we went to Wendy's, and it was a big deal. We got the Frosties.
I don't remember ever going there.
You don't? That's funny.
We could have, what was the one that Uncle Bobby ran? We'd go to that one.
Was it called Carmen's?
No, that was the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
But before that, he ran the fast food joint.
He did? I don't remember that.
It was like a taco place, too. Yeah.
Oh.
What was it called? Fuck. Doesn't matter.
I remember he had one, and I don't know.
You know, Papa used to sell the jalapenos
to Carmen's.
I mean, we'd take them and we'd have like these huge fucking bags full of jalapenos.
And he'd take them to Carmen's and sell them.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I remember
ponchos. It was ponchos.
Ponchos. I remember ponchos.
Yeah.
I remember Papa just eating the jalapenos like that off the vine.
Remember going out there and eating the strawberries? Like they're just growing raw strawberries.
We pretend we were lost in the wilderness.
Mhm. Whatever.
I
That's pretty
remember
cool.
eating the tomatoes like that right off the vine.
Tomatoes,
Yeah.
peaches, pears, all that shit.
God, it was so good.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember how messy the peaches were. They just like drip all over, be so juicy.
Now you get a peach and it's like an apple.
I
Like,
know,
what the fuck is
crunch. I'm
this?
like, what the hell is that?
It's not a peach.
People in Texas have no clue what a
It's
peach
supposed to be
is.
squishy when you pick it up.
I know. And
Dripping
juicy.
with juice. Like, oh, my fingers are already wet. I picked up the peach.
Oh, they're sticky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If it crunches, it's not a peach.
Mhm. Then he had those Japanese plum trees he ordered, I think, from Japan. Like, they were so good.
Yeah, those
Juicy.
plums were so good.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Now I eat plums and I'm like, this doesn't even have any flavor.
No, and they're crunchy. They're not juicy. They're like,
Yeah, that's right. They are crunchy.
even the
Doesn't
fucking tomatoes. I told you when I went to Greece and I had the
yeah.
tomatoes. I was like, it took me back instantly to Papa's garden. I was like, this is what tomatoes used to taste like.
Sweet.
Nothing grainy about them. They're
Yeah.
juicy. They're sweet. They were so. Joy doesn't even like tomatoes, but she was like, these are so good.
Well, I know why she doesn't like them. They have no flavor.
Yeah. Yeah. God. It's like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's all fucking chemicals here. That's all you're eating. How can free range parenting be implemented in urban versus rural setting? What?
Probably easier to do it in rural. You're less likely to get arrested.
Yeah, but you're more likely to encounter weirdos.
You think?
Or not. I don't know. Weirdos abound, no matter where you are.
I mean, it depends on how rural, right?
I don't know.
On how likely you are to encounter a
We should
weirdo.
add suburban to that. Urban, suburban,
Yeah.
rural.
Because you think in big cities, like I'd be probably, I don't know, be less likely to let my kids wander around downtown.
Yeah. Yeah. Though they'd probably be safer because there's more people around.
That's true. I mean, I remember teaching the kids when they were really little, like if someone grabs you, you start yelling, this is not my mother or this is not my father. I used to make them yell that in the house.
And punch them.
Yeah. Hit them in the nose with your head if you can. Kick them in the balls if you can.
As soon as you get loose, run.
But make sure you're screaming that this is not your parent, you know?
Yeah.
Always yell that out because otherwise people will just think you're a misbehaving child.
Yeah. I mean, if I were going to abduct a child, I'd pinch it. Then it would just start crying, not be able to think, like, owie. That's right. Shut the fuck up or I'll pinch you again. Get in the goddamn van.
I think most kids will go if an adult tells them.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We just had that discussion about how they mind strangers better than their own parents, unless they're Linus.
But Daisy, from an early age, we had a passphrase. Like, if they don't say that, you don't fucking go.
Yeah, we had a passphrase too. But sometimes they just grab you, right? So that was why I had the scream.
The passphrase doesn't matter, but I'm saying, right, they won't just go. You don't know the passphrase, I'm not fucking going.
Yeah, we had one too.
Yeah.
We still have one.
We still use it, like, in public. If I'm like, you need to be paying attention, I'll use the passphrase, you know. Keep your wits about you. Yeah. There's weird things happening.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And you can make it something innocuous, but it's obvious.
It is. It's very innocuous.
Ours is too. I mean, you and I talked about it.
It's something if you say it, no one's going to be like, oh, there. It's like Bananarama. Something stupid like that.
Right. No, it's something that only if you're in the family, you know that this doesn't make sense. I mean, I do think it would be harder to avoid a weirdo in a rural setting, because if there's a weirdo there, right? Because typically adults can run faster than children, so just running away may not help you.
Getting pepper spray.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Hopefully they will spray each other with it, but they're not going to die if they do. Don't give them a gun.
That's what I told Daisy. Like, there's no... Like, when I gave it to her, I'm like, there's no permanent damage. It doesn't really hurt them. It just disables them for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Long enough for you to get away.
Necessarily true, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I need her to believe that.
Yeah. Long enough for you to get away.
Which is generally true. I mean, some people can be damaged, but if they're trying to get you, fuck them. I want to give her a gun. Kill them dead. Aim for the center body, then double tap after they're down. One to the head, two to the chest. They won't get up again.
I think that's it.
Mm-hmm. It was a good one.
Yeah. We were at it for almost 3 hours. If 2 hours got him over an hour of video, what's he going to do with all these super long ones?
Whatever, make it fucking 2.
Yeah, that's what I told him. You can make it into 2.
Yeah. Part 1, part 2. Mm-hmm. You can figure it out. All right. We're going to stop now?
Yeah, I think so.
Bye! You gotta say bye.
No, you sound like Mr. Rogers.
Oh, yeah?
What would he say when he'd hang up his sweater?
I never watched it.
Yes, you did.
Not really. We watched Captain Kangaroo, and we never watched Sesame Street either.
No, we didn't watch Sesame Street. I remember being in school and the kids talking about Sesame Street and me being clueless. The other one was when they talked about the Holy Trinity and the Holy Ghost. I'm all like, there's ghosts? You don't remember them talking about stuff?
Do you know Rebazar Tars? We got this animal guy that we all talk to.
Tell me about your dreams.
No, I don't remember. We didn't have many Catholics there. They were all Baptists.
When mom was here, she talked about how she never let us go to the children's room because she didn't trust people there and all that.
In Eckankar?
Yeah.
We were always in the children's room. What's she talking about? We were always there because we'd always make up dreams. We were just telling stories. And then I was riding this dinosaur and fighting against this thing.
I also remember sneaking away and running around the hotel with Justin one time.
Oh, yeah. We propped the door open with pillows so we could get back in. God, can you imagine? I would be so pissed off. Not only were you doing wrong, you left us all exposed, you little piece of shit.
I mean, the one thing about us is we were afraid of everybody. So if someone came near us, we'd run and hide.
Yeah, but we weren't afraid of everybody enough to lock the fucking door so our parents didn't get murdered. That was pretty bad.
Luke did it when he was 3 years old.
Yeah, but that's just because he was stupid. He wasn't having fun.
He was going to go get breakfast for everyone. Because he was sweet.
Stupid.
The the sweetest kid in the world.
They say about all the retards. He's so sweet and so happy in his life. Happiest kid I've ever known. Oh, he's retarded. I got it. What happened on his date? You didn't tell me.
It wasn't a date. They just went. I did tell you, didn't I tell you he rode roller coasters?
I told you, I don't care about that. I mean about the girl.
Nothing happened with the girl.
Why not? I need to talk to Luke.
Yeah, you call him and ask him why not. Can you imagine having a phone conversation with that kid?
No, I can't. Just fucking kiss the girl. Whatever. Brush your teeth and then kiss the girl.
He's doing much better with his hygiene, I can tell you that.
Is he? That's good. Linus is pretty good with hygiene, I gotta say that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was taking care of himself, taking showers every day, come out with cologne on. If he learns to be sweet to other people, he'll be fucking spot on.
He's trying.
Stop arguing. Christ almighty.
He's better than he was. It's a little
Do you
at a
want to
time.
fuck her, or do you want to convince her of your opinion?
Did you
These
tell
are
him
your
that?
options. No,
You need to.
I should.
He respects your opinion.
Pick one and only one. You can't have them both.
It's so funny how much he's changed his opinion of you since the summer. It hasn't even been that long. How did you do this 180 in that length of time? Like, you're not even talking to him. And all of a
I
sudden,
didn't do anything. He did it.
that's what I mean. Like, how did he change? Why? It's weird, right? Like, maybe he had to come home and think about it.
You know what? Uncle Jake's all right. He says he doesn't listen to me, but he kind of does.
Right. He says no one cares, but he actually does.
Yeah, we had a good time this time.
Yeah. You lightened up a little bit.
Yeah, we both did.
Yeah, when we first went out there. I mean, it was why I was leaving him with you, because he was in that, I don't know.
Asshole phase.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a fucking teenage boy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of hormones floating around out there.
And I think he needed some space.
Yeah, he gets that here for sure.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need that to be alone. Away from. I know I want that a lot.
Yeah. I'm lucky. Joy works. Daisy goes to school. I get a lot of it. A long time.
I get really annoyed with when I'm just being quiet, not saying anything, and Jason asking me, "What are you okay? What do you need?"
What are you thinking?
Yeah, that one's even worse.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Nothing. I'm thinking.
I don't think Joy's ever asked me that in her life. What are you thinking?
I think that's an American thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I've heard other people talk about that.
Yeah.
Usually it's the girl asking the guy.
Oh, yeah. Always it's the girl.
Not always.
Guys don't care what girls are thinking.
Jason asks me.
She's not bothering me. Hey, I win.
I don't ask Jason what he's thinking.
Why would you? You already know the answer. Nothing.
He tells me what he's thinking. When he thinks something, he says it.
Yeah, I remember girls asking me that a lot.
Really?
And they're always disappointed in the answer.
Because it's nothing?
It's not nothing. Like I'm daydreaming. I don't know. What
Would
are you
you?
thinking?
I mean, the worst is when someone asks
Thinking about that girl over there.
when he asks me, I'm like, what was I thinking? I don't even
Yeah. I'm sure I was thinking something.
remember. You broke it. Now I don't know.
Don't wake me up from the middle of a good dream.
I know. That is the worst. That's why I hate being woken up. If I was dreaming something, I'm like, let me go back to sleep. It was a good.
But Daisy does that all the time. No matter when you wake, you could wake her up at 2 p.m. She'd be like, I was in the middle of a good dream. Well, you had enough fucking good dreams. Get up.
Yeah, sometimes I'm just daydreaming too.
Yeah. I'm thinking about all the shit I gotta do.
Me too.
I need to do all this stuff. I don't want to do any of it. Let me just think about it. And it's like I did it.
Lane did tell me that about the podcast thing. He's like, I've got, what did he call it? Something inertia. Like he didn't know where to start. Like I'm sitting there staring at it and I can't start.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, I totally. That's why I was like, I understand that. That's half my day at work.
But then when I do finally start, I get a month's worth of work done in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes me a week to start, but when I do, I'm done for the next month.
Yep, same.
All right. Let's call it.
All right. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Disclaimer, everything we say is a joke.